Hello, everybody. This is going to be weird. This shows up in the thing that I've got. So weird. That I've got an iPad here recording. People want it on my Instagram Lives on YouTube, which means I have to record in a weird way. So holding this iPad is going to be really kind of dumb, but I'll figure out another technology. Anyways. Shout out everyone. This is going to be weird, like not talking to somebody. Oh my God. So much drama. I don't know that I'm going to read all the comments. That was not on my weekend in Atlanta or Georgia bingo card for sure. Shout out Chumpets. Oh my God. Hopefully I can record this by holding this iPad to put up on YouTube, because if not, there's really not an easier way to do it. I am definitely okay. I'm definitely okay. I'm surprised at a lot of stuff. I'm getting all of your DMs. So yes, I'm aware that Kelly apparently unfollowed my main account. She probably didn't realize she didn't follow my backup account, unfollow it, I should say. If you have a question, if you want to put it in comments, if I don't see it, hit the question button. It's just easier. I might let somebody come on live with me, but if you're going to be mean to me, I will hang the fuck up on you. So don't do it. Keep your bitchy comments to yourself, please. Because I'm all about Jeff Lewis, true lovers, not lovers like the real haters. So you can, I don't even know where to start, y'all. I'm just in there. We got to get to Gage too. All the Gage stories from this morning, but I know exactly what y'all want to talk about. I wanted to go live about Gage, and that's why I said I was going live today. Other stuff has happened in the last, I don't even know, 30 minutes to an hour, whenever I got all the DMs. That is probably changing what y'all want to talk about, and I'm just not that girl. But anyways, from my point of view, Kelly, who does the lives with me, Jeff_Lewis_Chump, which is no longer an account name. She changed her account name, was apparently upset with me about something and sort of talked to me about it Thursday night, after Thursday night's live. We didn't really agree on, we didn't really agree with what happened, that type of thing. She had a different point of view, I should say, on how she felt. So I was really busy Friday. Clearly I was flying to Atlanta for Countess Luann, which was last night, was amazing. I'll answer any questions about that too. And, our schedules would not align to talk. So I have been Instagram live banned for a couple of weeks. I get in trouble every once in a while for like one word that I'll use in a story or something like that. So I could not even start Instagram lives for weeks. And this has happened multiple times. And literally yesterday they unbanned me. They do not announce it. You just have to check, and they announced it, or they let me go live. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. What timing, because I knew all this was going on. Y'all did not know what was going on. So basically we agreed. I said, hey, you just need to let me know if you want to go live Friday night or not, because I need to make plans to do YouTube live, something else. I need to figure out what to do. And she said, no, I definitely plan on going live. So I said, okay, let's go live like normal Friday night in Atlanta from the Airbnb I was at, Verbo, and we agreed to talk afterwards. So we did. It didn't go well. We still didn't agree on, how she felt, I guess. And so I sent her a text the next morning, and I don't think I've heard anything since. So, she posted today, changed her Instagram name to cover Radio Andy, which is awesome. I fully support that. She loves Jeff Lewis, but she loves all the other shows. Well, I should say she mostly loves Smith Sisters and Reality Check, probably. So I think it's a great idea. I think that's not being done. It'll be awesome. Until I got a bunch of DMs that you little sleuths had checked to see if she was following me or not, which it never dawned on me. I just didn't know it was going this direction. I'm going to take a deep breath because I'm saying way more than I intended to say. And I apologize because I apologize to Kelly too, because I did not intend to say all this. I don't have drama in my life, so I'm not really used to having this kind of drama. It was very unexpected, very, I would say one-sided, but I don't agree with how she feels about some stuff. And I can't admit to and apologize for some stuff that I don't feel in my heart about her, because I adore her. I truly talk to her and texted with her every day. And when, all this Susan Sy Facebook drama was going on yesterday about me, which is so weird. It was so weird not to call Kelly and talk to her about it. Anyways, my nose is red now. So anyways, when people let me know that she unfollowed me about 10 minutes ago, I don't even know when people started DMing me about that. I literally checked it. I was like, no, it's not going in that direction. What? And I'm not very techie, but I did check it. And of course, everybody was DMing me saying, she unfollowed you. What's going on? And so, because she took down her Instagram account Friday night. And when I tell you, y'all informed me first, and I will tell you, one of the chumps informed me. I was like, holy shit, it's because people were trying to look and rewatch our replay. And since she was the one starting them, since I was on Instagram, I was in trouble with Instagram. Once I shared Friday night's story, that comes off my story. Nobody can look at it for me. So once she took that away, she took away all the Instagram stories that people were trying to go back and re-look at. So, that's her decision. It does affect kind of both of us, since we did the Jeff Lewis recap together. Of course, it was her decision. I never talked to her about it because what can I do? And I see you, Eileen. That is a good thing. I agree. I'm too much vomiting because this is all so freaked out to me and hurtful. I just didn't think it was going in this direction with... I guess it doesn't, and I'm so proud of her. I love that she changed her name. I love that she made this decision for herself to what have you, but I do think it'll be great for her to cover other shows on Radio Andy, because I think it's a great idea. I wasn't expecting the unfollow. I have not unfollowed her. I was not expecting that. So to me, that was just kind of, wow. And y'all are freaking out over it, DMing me, so there was no way I could not talk about it. So that's all there is to that. She called it creative differences. That's a great way to put it. I do respect that. I would say it's more of a personal difference than a creative difference, because, honestly, about the show, what we do here, we've always just been trying, or me mainly, trying to make sure we're, giving it to the most platforms that it can be, because I'm well aware that there's a lot of Jeff Lewis listeners that don't have Instagram. There's a lot that don't know anything about the Facebook fan groups. So there's a lot that are on TikTok. I mean, they're on everywhere, a podcast. So I have just been trying to work with different consultants to figure out the best platform for it, and especially when I keep getting Instagram banned. Be confident. Thank y'all. I haven't been able to read them because I'm kind of in a daze. But anyways, so it so happens that just last week I had a free consulting with this lady that's wonderful, and she's worth her price, but it's a big price. And I mentioned it to my husband yesterday. I was like, maybe I need to do a full consultation with her and see how she can help me, because, until yesterday afternoon, I thought I was Instagram Live banned, and I thought, I can't do anything now. Like, everyone expects me to go on Instagram Live, and they like that platform. And now I've got to get everybody over to either Fireside Chat app, which is great, honestly, from my perspective, because it puts everything out on all the different platforms for me. So that saves me a lot of time and effort. Or YouTube Live, which I've never done in my life. So I would have to figure it out. And all of our listeners and chumpettes aren't over there. So it was just a learning curve, and I was just kind of like, whatever. And my husband said, look, why don't you do this for Christmas? That'll be your gift. You'll meet with this lady. She can meet with me tomorrow morning. So, the ball is rolling. I'll still do Jeff Lewis Live Instagram fan account. I will still do a recap fan chat. I love doing it. Do I love doing it with someone else? Absolutely. I think it worked so well with me and Kelly. I loved it. I loved our banter. I loved that she would have different opinions that I had never thought of. I felt like she was a little ballsier than me to say stuff sometimes, so it was great. I do have an amazing husband, and trust me, this consultant is not cheap. I think she's worth it, though, and she's a Jeff Lewis fan, so I'll just say that. So bingo. But anyways, and who knows where I'll end up. Probably, or if you're a consultant about where this should be, like, should this be a podcast? Should it be on Instagram Live? Because when I keep getting banned on Instagram Live, I have to rely on Kelly, which is great because she could do it. But when she made the decision without me knowing Friday night to delete her Instagram account, that left me high and dry, knowing that I was currently banned, and Instagram never lets me know when I'm going to be unbanned from Instagram Live. So I had to hurry up and think, I need to figure out a platform soon by Monday. All of this was going on when I'm also getting shit on by a Facebook fan group, fans, and which, if you want receipts, ask me, honey. I'm an open freaking book. I don't care about money, Eileen. That's not I don't need the money. I'll be honest with you. I know people bitch and moan about me, how does she afford this? Trust me. Count your own fucking pennies. I got them, okay? My husband works. I'll just say that. And yes, we have 5 children. They all get fed. They really do, I promise you. And my children ain't suffering. So I'm not looking at this for money. I've always wanted a bigger audience because I truly believe that Jeff Lewis listeners are amazing. I connect with them. I get along with them. I love them, except the lovers. And I think that we all want a place to talk about Jeff Lewis Live, because especially when there's shit going on like Scott and Gage drama like today, we especially want to talk about it. And I personally never had anyone in my life that wanted to chat Jeff Lewis Live with me as much as I do. So that's why I had the idea in June, after going to his Amazon launch party, to go live and talk about our experience at the Amazon launch party. And then I realized, I'm just going to do it every day and talk about it. So I've done this 5 days a week, 6 days a week when Hollywood House Lift was on, because we recapped Hollywood House Lift on Sundays. And I will do that again with season 2. So my interest in this is that it's a huge hobby of mine. I am a stay-at-home mom. My children are in school, 2 are away at college. My husband goes to work every day. I have the opportunity to do this. I have the support from them. They think it's funny. They know I'm obnoxious. They know that I love Jeff Lewis. They know I love going to see shows. I love traveling. I don't go away for weeks on end. And I'm also not soliciting any GoFundMes from anybody to get money to do this. So, you know what I mean? I know I'm missing a lot of comments. I don't know what you're saying. Somebody asked, okay, see, this is the thing. We're like Jeff. No, we're so not like Jeff. We're like Jeff with 3 listeners, 3 followers. But I mean, y'all know a lot about us, and that's the DMs that I'm getting, is y'all are so invested in us, and it's like, oh my God. And I'm like, I get it. I wish the best for her. And I know she'll be awesome covering Radio Andy. And I can't wait to see what she does with all of that, because I still follow her. And until things go really awry and I feel something is what have you, which I'm still shocked about that she chose. Maybe it was an accident. I'm gonna hope that she pushed a unfollow button on accident. This is emotional. But anyways, my point in this is to get a bigger audience, because I feel like there are so many Jeff Lewis Live listeners that don't know that there is a safe place to chat about it and have fun and bounce ideas off of each other, and they don't have to bother their husband or their best friend that could give a rat's ass about Jeff Lewis Live. And a lot of people know Jeff Lewis from Flipping Out, but a lot of our friends don't know about, well, she's not talking to me, and she unfollowed me, so that's the issue. I sent her a text yesterday, so anyways, I agree. That's enough about that, though, because I do really had no idea to talk about this much or go into those details. I just wanted to say that she decided to delete her Instagram late Friday night. I was not made aware of it in advance. I was told by DMs, and even one was a chump who was trying to listen to the replay earlier, to be honest with you. They're the ones, people really thought she had blocked them. They're like, what's going on? Did Kelly block me? Did she take down her Instagram? Did I do something wrong? And I'm like, what are you talking about? So clearly it went downhill from there without us talking again since Friday night. So she does have an account now. I'm well aware of it. She changed her name. I learn all of this from y'all. Y'all really DM me. And since I had it, I only follow 50 people. Since I had her as one of my few that I choose to alert me whenever I go, when she posts a story, it came up and said Radio Andy. And I was like, what? Like posted a story or a post or something. And I was like, I'm trying to take a nap. I was trying to take a nap. It didn't happen. People kept calling me about other stuff. And I talked to my daughter, I was talking to family and friends. And I was like, I don't follow a radio_Andy_fan account, which is her new account. So if you're following her already, it will refollow. It will take over for that. You'll still be following her. So don't worry about that. Anyways, and then I went to my DMs. And then I realized, because I saw the profile picture was me and her. And I was like, oh my God, she changed her name. She came back on Instagram and rechanged her name, which made me happy, because I do think that's a great decision for her. I love how much she loves Smith Sisters, and especially since she ended up helping out Amy Phillips at BravoCon. She feels a connection with her and loves that show, has always. So I love that. I think it's going to be great. I wish that we were talking. I wish that she was choosing to talk to me and would tell me about it and let me be excited for her and proud of her. And the unfollow was a dagger that I was not prepared for this weekend, but I'm fine. I'll be fine. And since I'm not blocked on Instagram Live anymore, it didn't affect that part, which that was a big deal for about 36 hours. I was like, oh gosh, this is weird. I can't go Instagram Live. I've got to figure out another format and figure out what's best. And, Instagram Live was never the best format. I've already talked to another consultant. It is not the best format because they're so janky with pulling your account and messing with you, taking off your Instagram Live. So it's not the best route anyways. It was never. Instagram Live should be like my fun, make stories, post pictures, post videos of where I go, things like that. But it shouldn't be the Instagram Live, because, or the recap show. It should either be a podcast, or it should be on Fireside Chat, so you can have comments. I love the interaction with the listeners and the chumpettes. It's not fun if I just sit there and talk. I just don't think that's fun to me. And y'all, I want y'all to tell me what you think in comments. I want y'all to get on live every once in a while and tell me stuff. I also want YouTube, to consider YouTube Live. The thing about it is so many chumps are amazing and supportive of me, and they follow me, so they see when I go live and they jump on and surprise us. So if I'm not on Instagram Live, they won't be able to do that. So that's kind of a, thing I worry about. Or I think it's so fun for a chump to come on, and I know y'all love it. But I also, doing something else on my own, now I can do my own schedule that works for me. Because as a stay-at-home mom, it's 8 o'clock my time. That was never the schedule that works for me, because it's when my kids are awake and when my husband's awake. I always did it during the summer, during the day, when I did it by myself, because then it was just done. I did it when I had free time. So I probably will change the time that works better for me. And most of you have been awesome and said, look, I'll watch it. I'll change my schedule. I'll watch it from work. I'll watch the replay later if you have to change it. So, overall, this will be great, because it's going to make me pivot and do what ultimately is best for me and my family. And I get to make all the decisions. I don't have to think about, which I loved doing. I was very respectful of Kelly and her because she works, so we had to wait till she got off work and then do it a little bit later. And all the different time zones make it a little bit tricky too. So, trying to make the best time zone for everyone, the best format that everyone, reframe. It's not happening to me, it's happening for me. Amen. But anyway, so, I can't make everyone happy with where it's at and what time it is. I love the most time that people can join live if you want to chat about it. If you just watch, then it doesn't matter if you watch as a replay. You'll just want to read the comments. But if you like commenting, then you'll want to watch live. So for those people that watch live and interact and comment, then I would like for you to DM me and tell me the best format, the best time for you. Or for you, the end goal with what? Define this, because that could mean different. I'm not really sure what you mean. What are you looking to accomplish? You're in Scotland, I know. Shout out, Sharon. Anyways, enough of that. That's 25 minutes. I'm done. Dunzo. Unless you have a question. So put a question in comments, or the end goal with my podcast. What's an end goal? I think an end goal with anything, when you have something in common with somebody, you want to talk about it. Like, I think anything brings people together. If I say I'm from Texas somewhere and somebody else is from Texas, they're like, oh my God, what part do you live in? Where are you from? Oh yeah, I know that place. Do you know this restaurant? Anything that you have in common with someone, especially something I think Jeff Lewis Live is very specific, because like I said, a lot of people don't have Sirius. They don't listen to Radio Andy. They don't listen to Jeff Lewis Live, and they're not as invested as every one of you, because trust me, as much as the haters and lovers want to call me a fanatic, trust me, some of you that DM me are way more fanatic than me. Y'all are the one that sends me the physical address to the home he just purchased. I don't even think to look up that stuff. So anyways, Valerie, am I still going to Irvine to see Fortune? I have no idea what January 7th will look like. My flight is booked for January 7th through 8th. I've got other fans coming in. I say fans, I call them Jeff Lewis friends, really. To go to the show. I bought all the tickets for us four. Two of the tickets have not been, my ticket's been paid for, obviously. I bought like a four cube that you could buy, this section that you could pay for at Fortune's house. So two of the tickets have been paid for. So if that other person wants to still go, it's not Kelly. Hers isn't paid for yet. And my ticket is obviously paid, and one other person paid, so that lives in California. So if she still wants to go, then obviously she's welcome. Shout out, Chef Stu. Adore you. Oh my God, Chef Stu, we have not talked about the Gage shit yet. We are talking all about the Kelly thing, which I really want to get off of very, very soon. Y'all tell Chef Stu how much you love him, how much, what you thought of all the New York talk. It sounded like the trip went really good. Like, Jeff's kind of really talking about him a lot. I kind of love that. Which is the best Facebook, Jeff Lewis Facebook fan page to join, Facebook group to join? There's quite a few of them. They all have their different personalities and different levels of meanness. The only one I'm in right now is All Things Jeff Lewis. they pre-approve your post. Oh, thank y'all for giving Stu love. We love when he gets on. It makes me like, because I just adore him so much, but it's fun to tell him how much we adore him too. If you have a question for Stu, put it in comments. I don't know if he's still on. I don't know how to, I know how to check it, but it's hard to see. I don't know if he's still on or not. Anyways, I don't like the mean people, exactly. So I'm only in all things Jeff Lewis right now. I've either been kicked out or gotten out. Get in them. They're good. They're juicy. If you like the juice, they love hating on me. They love telling you lies about me. One lie they say is, first of all, they worry about my finances so much. They're so concerned about how I afford all this. So I'm like, ask me how I afford it. I'll tell you. They're also very worried about me leaving my 5 precious children and my husband. And I'm like, I'm good. It's fine. Honestly, a lot of these trips are 24 hours to 48 hours. I'm A-okay leaving for that much. I'm a full-time mother. I'm good. My husband and children fully support this. They think it's so fun. My friends in real life fully support it. My family, they think it's fun. The next seasoning or spice that Stu will roll out. He did mention some stuff about different flavors, like if we wanted sweet and spicy or something like that. That was kind of cool. Speaking of Instagram bans, Chef Stu is in trouble right now for a month for adding to his subscription. So you can't even buy his subscription, but I think that ban is going to go away December 17th. So then on his Instagram page, it'll say subscribe. And for $4.99, you can subscribe. And he really posts really good content. Like he gives us behind the scenes stuff. He knows what to post. I'll just say that. So it's really good. But you can't even do it right now, which is kind of dumb. Eileen, I love leaving my kids and hubby. Absolutely. I mean, give me a break. Let's be real. Everyone needs to. I just have an amazing supportive family and whatever that I'm able to do all this fun stuff. So anyways, Irvine, I'm like little squirrel. Irvine. Yes, I'm still coming out. I have other people flying in. One person's driving in, one person is flying in. Oh, 2 people are flying in that I'm aware of. I think the tickets are sold out already. FortuneFeedster.com, I think. It's the 7 o'clock Saturday night show that we're going to. A lot of things that I tend to go to end up being very chumpalicious. I do not ask if they're coming. I listen to the show live just like y'all do. I hear where they say they're going. Sometimes they've said they're going somewhere and they end up not going somewhere. Sometimes they do. So, I don't know that they'll be there. So don't come to the show just for that. But if you want to hang out, I love getting together. I love meeting Jeff Lewis friends because I really do think it's so fun. And we often have the same personalities. And I just think it's fun. I mean, I don't have anyone. I do have a best friend in Houston that is getting more into Jeff Lewis now that I tell her more about it. But, she doesn't care to devote 5 hours a week listening to Jeff Lewis live like we all do. I mean, most of y'all that DM me even tell me you listen 2 and 3 times a day. So, and I don't even do that. So I listen for the 1 hour and take notes so I can do the recap. Gage, who is ready to talk the Gage telenovela? He even used the word telenovela. I think last night he said he was gonna, no, wait, I'm getting all my days confused. Was it last night? I think he used the word telenovela and I'm like, oh, is he listening live now or is he getting his whatever? So the latest stuff that I had no idea he was going to talk about is all, and granted, I'm blocked from Gage, right? So other people send me his stories. They screen record them to me. So if you haven't looked at them, get on Mr. Gage, Edwards, Mr. Gage Edward, Instagram stories because they will go away in 24 hours and too many of y'all are going to DM me and say, please tell me what he talked about. It is much better if you watch because you just want to see what he's saying, how he's saying it, the words he used. Eileen, I definitely want them to get along. It doesn't seem like it's going to happen, but I agree. I mean, I think Jeff went to conclusions the very first thing when he heard about the lunch, and he probably should have talked to Gage first and gotten all the details before he went on the radio show. I don't think he ever expected Jeff to Gage to come out with, some stories. And then when Jeff came at him again, he was like, never mind, I've got the receipts. And then of course Jeff came out with, his truth, and his admissions on soliciting oral sex or loving his ass, whatever he said in a drunken, situation. The stuff today, though, on the surface, if you just listen to it, they're at a fancy restaurant. It's a Saturday night. They're out of town a little bit instead of LA. It all sounds a little suspicious, right? Sush. But Gage, the way he says it is, it sounds fine. Like their daddy's talking. So I don't know. What do you think? Who is Tyler? I know the guy who saw him, but who is he? Tyler is, one of his design associates from Flipping Out. Cute, hot. He's got a huge Instagram. I don't follow him, but he's got like millions or something. Like he turned it up a notch for sure. He's still a designer. So he's been on Hollywood House Lift too. He's been on Hollywood House Lift a little bit, but he's kind of quiet. Like, I don't think he wants he's like Scott. Scott wanted to date Jeff, but not really be all in the limelight and all that kind of stuff. Whereas Chef Stu, I feel like, is a much better fit because, shout out Shannon, is a much better fit because Chef Stu has been on TV and radio, especially TV, for years before he ever even met Jeff. So he's very comfortable with that and will be on TV again very soon, it sounds like. So with some stuff that he booked or whatever at the Amazon party the other night. So what happened with Gage today? Hopefully everyone that's on here has already looked at his stories. That's why I gave some notice when he started going live or posting stories, whatever he was doing. So if you've seen the Gage stuff and you have an opinion, if you want to pop on and talk to me for a minute or two, and tell me what you think, hit the button that's a plus. It kind of looks like a video camera, but it's a little plus button. Now, remember, when you do that, all of your followers, so your grandma, your neighbor, all of those people get notified that you're live. So just to be clear, because somebody did it one time and then they realized their husband and their coworkers saw them. So if you have a question, just put it in questions or put it in comments. There are two dads talking. She believes Gage, at least for now. Do I think something could grow? They're both attractive men. I love thinking about what the deal is with like tops, bottoms, versus all that kind of stuff. They definitely have a lot in common. They're survivors. They're JL survivors. And just like I think it was Alyssa a week or two ago, she was like, there could be like a whole city of LA that get together, like a Jeff Lewis. Oh, what are you answering, Stu? I didn't know you were on. I thought you were off. Shout out, Chef Stu. I'm curious now what he answered, but I don't know. Y'all tell me what Chef Stu answered from Charlotte. Do I feel like, maybe Chef Stu could tell us. No, I don't want to ask. Okay, I will say it, but don't answer, Stu, because I would die. Do you think sexually Scott and Gage could be a match? Oh my God, I'm dying. I just said that, but whatever. He agrees he's trying to break them up. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think anytime, I don't think Chef Stu wants to go live. Yeah. Because that notifies everyone else, and I don't know. Yeah, we don't want to talk about this. Anyways, I think anytime anyone adds drama to your relationship in stress, just like Scott's always said that it added so much stress. He's at an event for Facebook, or if you will join. Anytime somebody adds stress to your relationship, it puts stress between you, whether it's intentional or not, whether there's any kind of stress. So, I think it would cause stress. Hi, Orphe, shout out.
How are you?
Why do you have balloons behind you?
You know what? I had a holiday cocktail party with some lady friends on Friday, and all of this was left over from my husband's holiday party on Thursday. So this woman went all out with the decorating, and she gave me everything that was going to be left behind. So it worked out well for my cocktail party.
I love that. I love reusing stuff. And when I've paid those exorbitant prices for my girls to have those pretty balloon things like that, I always put on my neighborhood group, hey, I've got this pink and rose gold. If you come pick it up, try to give it away because they last for weeks and you've paid hundreds of dollars for freaking balloons.
Yeah. Well,
anyways, I'm super cheap and I like to reuse things like that. I like for other people to make use out of stuff.
Yep. Well, thanks for bringing me on.
Yeah, what do you have to say? So if anyone is new to Jeff Lewis, or if he is an I don't want to say old time, a long time friend and listener of Jeff Lewis Live.
Well, I just think it's interesting, all the theories about, Gage and Scott and what's all happening. And a lot of it is just, we're theorizing at this point. But I definitely think that Gage has an agenda. And that agenda, I think we all feel, is that he wants to put a wedge between Jeff and Stu.
Oh.
And I feel like every time Jeff talks about Gage, it breathes new life into the whole situation. And it's probably difficult for him not to talk about Gage, but it would just all go away if we just don't give him any more attention. I think he likes the attention. He is thirsty.
Yeah. I'm really trying to remember because there's been so many episodes to the telenovela. Did Jeff come on the air first? If I recall, he did, about the lunch, right? Because
he did, yep.
So, I don't know, shots fired first, right? Jeff has an issue with impulse control. As much as we love him, on the way driving from the Atlanta airport to my hotel in Athens, I listened to Dames Who Dish, which I love their website. They've had Chef Stu on. It was an amazing episode if you want to go listen to that. They're huge Jeff Lewis listeners. And so they recap part of this drama, which was really good. But they also said, look, for the shit show that Jeff, I'm paraphrasing. For the shit show that Jeff is, we love that. We love that he's spontaneous. We love that he can't keep his freaking mouth shut. We love that he's brutally honest. We love that he admitted to some sex messages that he should not have when he's dating Chef Stu. We love all that about him. I'm sorry, say it again.
He's been getting dragged on that too, but
yes.
With the Who Shots Fired first, I think Jeff, I'll just say, reported on it for lack of a better word, but he told us that
you're such an attorney.
He found out at dinner that there was this little lunch that happened that he didn't know until Krista. Krista did not tell him to stir up.
That's right. You're right.
He was already aware.
You're right.
So he mentioned it on the radio, like, oh, and guess what? There's another layer to this story that I didn't even know about. Now, maybe he made a couple of comments after that, but he was sharing that with us, and I thought that was, an interesting thing for Gage to leave out, and why.
Yeah.
Again, agenda. There is a reason. There's a purpose behind what he's doing. So I don't blame Jeff for theorizing, why did he leave that out? What are those two doing together? Was it really a coincidental run-in, or was it premeditated? So of course his mind is going to go crazy with the thoughts and the. So I don't think he really shot any fire.
Okay.
Fired first.
I respect that, but as much as you love Jeff, do you wonder, like I do, if he should have talked to Gage first about this and gotten the story from him before he went on the radio worldwide, the worldwide radio? Huh?
Would he have gotten the truth? Because he didn't even tell him about it in the first place.
You got a point. You got a point. Yeah. And I do think the radio adds a whole other level. A private conversation is totally different than putting it out on the radio. If Jeff tells him, hey, I question how your choices, your parenting choices, that's very different than him going on the radio and saying, hey, I question your parenting choices. You know what I mean? So I think when he does that, Gage flares up, as most people would, let's be honest. And then he came back like, fuck you. Shots fired. I'm not going to sit back anymore. We're not together. He has no control over me. Do I think it should all go away? Yeah. Do I think it's awesomely interesting? Do I think it's amazing ratings? I mean, give me a break.
Good radio content.
Do you know how many more people are asking me to listen and tell me what happened? Because they're not daily listeners. And I know sometimes you get busy and you don't listen live, but most of us listen live or every day to Jeff Lewis Live. We are fully invested. We know his nanny's names. We know the car he's getting. We know the house he's buying. We know what he ate for lunch. We know who Shane is dating. We know who Doug wants to date. We know, and we want to know everything. So we don't want this stuff off air, do we?
No, you're absolutely right. You know, here's the thing that I love about when he switched from TV to radio, or what I love about him being on the radio, is that since radio, he has become way more accessible to his listeners. When you're watching him on TV, you're watching him on TV unless you happen to run into him on the street. But through radio, we now know so much about his comings and goings.
Because it's an hour a day, 5 days a week.
Exactly, because then he started doing live events, so listeners could actually, meet him and see him and the other chumps and get pictures. And, now people are like, oh, let me just happen to show up where he has his breakfast and maybe get a quick selfie or, whatever things. He's more accessible to us, and he's, I think, far more engaging.
And he likes that.
I think he likes it, and we love it too. I mean, I know I sure do. Yeah.
You have a good point. So somebody wants you to weigh in on the Facebook drama.
Okay. So I'm a
You got friends that hate me, for one thing. One of your friends, Lori Morrison, is the very first person that ever came at me first publicly to basically tell me, you're a dipshit. Why are you doing this? Go home.
So I try to keep neutral about
yes,
it.
understand.
I'm very active in the Clubhouse group. They've been very, very kind to me and very welcoming, Lori in particular.
Yeah.
And here's what I will say.
I never knew her before that, so I don't know anything. I never had the chance to befriend her.
She's cultivated a really nice group of
Good.
people who were listeners and who wanted to join for the conversation to talk about Jeff and the Chumps. And a real friendship has evolved as a result of it. So what she's done with her Clubhouse group, as small and intimate as it is actually really wonderful. And
well, shout out, Lori. I don't hate you, but it surprised me when you came at me publicly and posted on my Instagram for everyone to see how much you thought I was stupid. I felt it could have been done privately or not at all, because you know what? Nobody has to watch my recap if they have no interest. Nobody has to watch my fan account.
I feel you.
I'm public. You don't even have to follow me.
Yeah.
I get a lot of people that look at my stuff that don't even follow me. They don't even give me, and I'm like, I'm public. You don't have to do that.
Right.
Anyways.
I do have thoughts about what's been happening more recently. And so I don't know Susan. I haven't been in the group for that long, but she made a post about you that implied that you are not being forthcoming with your viewers, and that maybe you're not truthful.
Right.
She said she had receipts. Don't ask me to show them. If I choose to, I will. Well, then don't bring it up.
This is all yesterday in the Facebook fan group that is called something about Jeff Lewis Live. If you have an opinion, what is it called?
The only group where you can share your opinion.
Yes.
So
I'm blocked for it because I can't send you the link, but if you look it up and she hasn't blocked you, you'll be able to find it. Susan Sie, S-I-E, on Facebook is the administrator. It's probably not her real name, to be honest with you.
Don't talk about having receipts and then say, well, I'm not going to show them. You just have to take my word for it. Well, you're basically saying that someone is not truthful, and we should, you're warning us about her.
About me.
But you won't tell us why. You won't show the receipts, and you just want me to take your word for it. Well, I don't know you, so why would I take your word for it? She said that you had antics, that y'all were friendly, and that, your antics got a little, out of control in her opinion, so she decided to scale it back. Okay, well, define that. What antics are we talking about?
Yeah.
Be specific. Otherwise, then it's clickbait. You're just seeking attention because you're putting it out there, but then you don't want to.
What'd you say, Susan Sie, seeking attention? Oh, that's all I heard. Sorry, Orphe, that's all I heard. Susan Sie, seeking attention. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So that's why I was like, if you're gonna put it out there and make those comments, finish the sentence. What do we need to know? Otherwise, stop talking about it.
Right. Her hate against Stu is comical to watch, somebody said. Yeah.
talked about that, but then it was another, I've got receipts, but I'm not going to show you. Well, then don't bring it up.
So, did anyone let her know that I posted on Instagram a part of our private message?
Oh, yeah, she did post that you had shared something, that you screenshotted something and sent it to Stu. Stu
No.
That's what
Did she share? Is she aware that I posted on Instagram the private messages between us? And what did she have to say about that?
what did she have to say?
Because she's blocked me. If anyone comments, if you know, let me know.
Yeah, there's been so much between you showing your stuff and then
I'll read your comments aloud. Okay. But did she have a comeback? Did she say anything? Did she give any more proof of why I'm a liar and every time my lips are moving, I'm lying?
No proof.
Well, please screenshot it. Screenshot the comments. I love seeing everything. Don't say anything against me because she'll just kick you out. Trust me, she will be watching this Instagram live. She watches it on replay. She knows everything I do.
I just want to know what's the tea. You say you have stuff. Either tell us what it is or don't tease us. I mean, she's being a cock tease. I mean, I'm not trying to pick sides. I'm not defending her over you or you over her.
Absolutely. You just want the facts.
Get out there. Finish the sentence. What is it?
Yeah. So did she ever come back with any facts or any proof that I'm a liar?
Yeah.
Okay. Huh. She went silent, which she never goes silent. She's 24/7 on that Facebook group.
I mean, I might get blocked now, but
I mean,
life will go on without it.
life will go on. Trust me. She blocked me a while back, and I'm A-okay. I'm
blocked by Gage too, by the way. So
I'm blocked by Gage too. I'm doing fucking okay. I got pennies in the bank even. So for those that are worried about how I afford all this, I'm doing okay, people. I have never solicited money from any of y'all on a GoFundMe to afford to fly anywhere or to buy a Jeff Lewis ticket or a Countess Luann ticket, right? If anyone has receipts of that, let me know. So all I'll say on that is I've got a very long Facebook private message history with Susan. Some kind, tolerable. I think as the longer I was in the group, like lots of people think, her post and her delusion is real. I'm being factual. There's some delusion going on. That's not even an opinion, y'all. That's not even an opinion.
I felt out of it because
Yeah.
I asked, okay, can you be more specific?
Facts. I'm a facts person.
Follow up. I said, okay, if I don't know everything, because that was the other thing she said. You haven't been in the group long enough. There was other things that happened before you became a member of the group, and I said, okay, this is me keeping my nose out of it. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. But then this other account who had just DM'd me like the other day, Noreen something, on Instagram, she had DM'd me and posted publicly on something like, yeah, that girl was mean to me. And I'm like, what? Like, I don't even know you. So and Kelly, because this is when we were talking last week and everything was normal and, my opinion, she was like, don't even respond to her. You're just fueling the fire. She's crazy. She's delusional, whatever. And I'm like, no. If you're going to post about me publicly that I'm mean to you, you better tell me what I did. Because I've got our DM history and I want to know. And so then I got wind because everyone DMs me, DMs me all these screenshots that Noreen had commented under Susan's size and said, yes, I DM'd her one time and she was super mean to me or something to that effect. So then I thought, you know what? If you're going to do that again and post publicly that I'm rude to you and I was mean to you, then I'm going to screenshot our DMs to show you. All I'm doing is asking you, what did I ever do that's mean to you? And all she could talk about is, I do want to be your friend and I live in the Berkshires and I see Dorinda's grandmother. And I'm like, okay, that went nowhere. So that's her receipt of her saying that I'm mean to her. If anyone can ever say, do we all have our days? I'm not the best person. I'm very much like Jeff Lewis. As much as I love Jeff Lewis, he's ballsy. He speaks when he probably shouldn't. He says regrettable things. My face says a lot of things like fuck you if I think you're stupid. I mean, we all have regrettable things about our own personality. I'm not perfect. But am I a mean person? Absolutely not. Am I a liar? Absolutely not. Will I have receipts if somebody hasn't gone through our DMs and deleted sections of them? Then yes, I have receipts and I will fully show them. So if you have a question for me, if the lovers have a question for me about why I do this, why I go somewhere, stop posting about me. I mean, it's funny to me. I have a thick skin. I wish I wasn't deleted out of the Facebook group so I could actually read it myself and not make people waste their precious time screenshotting it. I don't make them. Trust me, I wake up to DMs. Trust me on that. But it's a hassle. It's a hassle to read it in a DM screenshot from 30 different people, or some people giving me the word version, some people giving me the screenshot, somebody giving me the video screenshot. I would much rather just be in the Facebook groups and defend myself, give my opinions, and not have people talking about me. Because if you're going to talk about me, I want to be there to tell you what I think. I can handle it. Trust me. I've got big balls. Huge. Ask my husband. Huge fucking balls on this bitch right here. Anyways.
Well, stay above the fray. Don't worry about it. Just keep
Thank
doing
you.
your thing.
And normally I don't. Normally when they say stuff, I don't. But, you know, I told one of the chumps yesterday when this was going on, I said, and like I said, I was at a Christmas festival in freaking Buckhead. I was having an amazing time with my girlfriend. We were looking at chocolate dicks. She was having a mulled wine. I mean, it was amazing. We went shopping at Tootsie's afterwards. No, I didn't buy anything because I'm super cheap. We had an amazing time. And all during that, I'm getting inundated with all these DMs. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, not only is Gage going crazy, I knew the stuff that was going on with Kelly because that started Thursday night after the live. So that was heavy on me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And nobody knew what was going on because I didn't really understand what was going on. But I'm faking it on Friday. And so I just had a lot going on. And then Gage goes on the thing again yesterday, again today. And I'm like, let me have some time off from this little free fun job that I do. Like, oh my God, you know? And then I get hit with the Susan Tsai drama. And I'm like, I don't know why she picked it yesterday. Nothing happened. I haven't talked to her in a long time. I have no idea. I think she wanted attention to her group. And she knew that Jeff Lewis right now is on fire. Everyone's, the Bethany stuff, the Watch What Happens Live. His mouth is in the word. His name is in the mouth of a lot of people. So people are going to tend to find a Facebook fan group. So she wanted to add some excitement to her group with that. That's all I can think. Because she has no new information on me. I mean, you know.
Well, like I said, if there was something there, we would know.
Why wouldn't she show it? And if I have made a mistake, if I have said something, absolutely, I'll own it. Just like Jeff. Gage had the text saying he solicited oral sex. Jeff had to finally admit, yep, I was drinking. I reminisced about our relationship. I thought about how things could be with me, you, and Monroe, and doing the best for our beautiful daughter. We all can relate to that. Is it right? No, but nobody's perfect. And I would love for some of these lovers to tell me about their most perfect life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Can I ask a question, though?
Yes.
And I don't know if Stu is on, so I'm going to be sensitive.
I have no idea if Chef Stu is on.
Okay, so
I know there's a way for me to look, but I don't know. Chef Stu, give a thumbs up if you're on.
something. Do you think that Stu he's very understanding about what happened? What are your thoughts on that?
About understanding about the Gage thing?
I mean, do you think that he should be a little more hurt by it? He seems very forgiving and very understanding about it. And there's talk that he said something or wrote something inappropriate to someone else, and it was almost like what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So what do you think about that whole situation?
I think they talk obviously a lot off the air, off the radio, and a lot of details about their relationship were kept off the air, rightfully so and respectfully so. I think they are constantly working through things. It seems like couples counseling is a regular thing in their life, which is good. I do feel like they probably, based on the stuff that Jeff has said on air, the stuff that, because Stu hasn't been on in a while.
Right.
So his side of the story hasn't during all of this, the pause after BravoCon, the text that Jeff read on the iWatch, which is really called an Apple Watch, which should he have read those? No. That was never information. Claudia never I'm assuming, I cannot speak for Claudia. I'm assuming if I text somebody, it is for them to see and read only. Now, I sound like a hypocrite, screenshotting private messages, but I feel like shots were fired and they were threatening receipts. And I'm like, if you're not going to give them, I gave you plenty of time. And like I told one of the chumps yesterday, she fucked with me the wrong day. She hit me at the right moment. I had enough going on. I will admit the Kelly stuff was heavy on my heart. I was going through it and I was like, oh my God, like just the hits keep coming. And I was like, she just fucked with me the wrong day. And I'm like, if you want receipts, I will bring them for you. If you're going to threaten them and not come through with them, I will provide them. I will sit here live and I've got an iPad right here and a phone. I will sit here right here and go through my thing on Instagram Live and pull it up. You'll see that I'm not deleting anything. I'm an open book. Ask me anything. So about Stu and Jeff, do I think he should be more upset? I think they are very much in love. I think they're very volatile personalities when it comes to their relationship because they love each other so much that I think they're very fiery with each other. So I think they get very mad, and I think in 10 minutes later, I think they're very, very, very loving, passionate, in love couple.
Yeah. Okay. That's.
And then 10 minutes later, it could be a different story. But Jeff tells us all that on the radio. It's just that Stu has not been on enough late during all of that. When Stu came on Wednesday in New York, was it Wednesday when I flew out? If it was the same day he was on with Amy, it was the same day. But he got to say a little more and kind of joke about it. But they probably had already talked about this stuff and worked through this stuff privately. Just unfollowed the group. Don't unfollow her. Stay in it so I have a spy. Because trust me, she kicks out enough people that she looks at on the Instagram Live. If anyone talks to me and says something nice or we had a great lunch together, she kicks those people out and then DMs me and tells me, oh, there's spies. There's not spies. She calls them trolls. They're part of a Mexican gang. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is a friend that I have met for lunch 5 times and spent 3 hours each there. I know about her husband, her children. There's no spy. Her actual Facebook name is her name. I don't think Susan Sy is her real name. I don't think her Instagram name, which was Lasuva, Lasoova, Lasuva, is her Instagram account. I don't think that's her real anything. They're all Finsta. They're all fake. Everything of mine is real. This is a fan account for me. I don't have a real Instagram. I'm 49 years old. I never did Instagram. This is a fan account name. So I don't put pictures of my family up here because this has nothing to do with my family. My Facebook is my real legal married name. Real pictures of me. I'm not fake. I have real friends and a real life. Can't say that about all of the Jeff Lewis lovers.
Well, I appreciate getting to see all the fun behind the scenes things that you share with.
Thank you. And I only do it not to brag. I do it because I'm doing it anyways. And as a fan, I post content that I would want to see. Am I always on target? No. Some people don't like it all, then don't look at it.
Other people do it too. There's a whole.
Oh my God. I mean, Tinks posts 700 posts a day. Now she's a millionaire and an influencer and getting paid to do that. But yeah, I'm not worried about my content. I like it, and that's all that matters because it's my content.
No, it's fun to see. I think there's a lot of us, and I've said I certainly would not mind sitting in the clubhouse on the day that Jeff is there.
It was fabulous.
To him at a bunch of other fun places that you've seen him at. So
real quick, and we'll wrap things up. But I just want to say, as a listener, as a Jeff Lewis listener, I think I get so many times told, I wish I would have known you were going to that show. I would have went out. I didn't have anyone to go with. I would have done this. I would have done this. I'm just telling you, the first thing I did by myself ever in my life is flying to the Jeff Lewis Live Burbank show, November 2021. And what I did beforehand is Alyssa is the one, when I called in one day, I'd never called into a radio show. Alyssa, offline, I said, hey, I want to fly in from Texas, but I don't know anyone going, but I do not want to sit by myself.